Flanking is one of the most powerful techniques that pro players use to win Clash Squad matches, and it can also especially be very useful when you're playing with random players as well. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to flank like a pro in Clash Squad. So here's how this video is going to go. First of all, I'm going to tell you guys how to flank, and next I'm going to tell you guys two of the most important things that you guys need to know when you're flanking to flank a lot better. And at last, I'm going to tell you guys two of the biggest problems that you guys might face when you're flanking and also how to deal with them. So first of all, let's start with how to flank. Now for example, let's take the catalyst around. Let's say that we got this side and the enemies are on the other side. So now if you're the flanker, what you need to do is first of all let your teammates go and rush the enemies from the front. Now while your teammates are rushing the enemies from the front, what you need to do is you need to go from the sides. You can either go from the left side or the right side, but in this situation in the catalyst map, I think the best side to go from is from the right side. So first of all, you go from the right side and then you go and reach the enemy side. So while your teammates and the enemy's team are fighting each other, when they are busy fighting each other, what you need to do is you go from the back and then you attack the enemies from the back. So as you guys know, if you get attacked from different sides, it's gonna be very hard to defend. So that's one of the best ways that you guys can flank in the catalyst round. So now let's talk about two of the most important things that you guys need to know when flanking, because when flanking, even though you know the technique on how to flank, there are so many other important things that you guys need to know. Now the first most important thing is to not let the enemy see you, because since we are like doing a surprise attack, flanking is kind of like a surprise attack. If the enemy sees us, the flanking technique is not gonna go well. So make sure that the enemy doesn't see you, because if the enemy sees you, first of all, you won't be able to do a surprise attack, and second, the whole team might even come towards you and try to attack you because you are just only one person and there's like 4 people on the other side. So make sure that the enemy doesn't see you when you're flanking, and one of the best ways that you guys can do this is by flanking behind the cover. For example, in the catalyst round, you guys can go behind the fence. If you just go and openly flank the enemies, they might easily see you, and the enemy team might also send their whole team towards you. So make sure the enemy doesn't see you when you're flanking, and make sure that you guys use a cover when you're flanking. Now guys, the second important thing when you're flanking is movement speed, because for example, if you get too late to go to the enemy side, the enemy team might easily knock your teammates down, because since there are like 3 players on your team and there are like 4 people on the other side, it can be an advantage for them because you're flanking from the other side, and if you just take too much time to get towards that side, the whole enemy team might easily knock 1 or 2 enemies of your side. So make sure that you guys go quickly towards the enemy side, and there are so many ways that you guys can use to increase your movement speed. For example, you guys can use a character to increase your movement speed, and guys, one of the best characters in my opinion for flanking is the Tatsuya character, because as you guys know, after the update, the Tatsuya character skill was buffed, and two of the main reasons that I think the Tatsuya character can be very useful when you're flanking is number 1, you can quickly move towards the enemy side, and number 2, if there are a lot of enemies coming towards you, you can quickly move away from that place by using the Tatsuya character skill. So I think for flanking, one of the best characters is the Tatsuya character, and with the Tatsuya character, another character that I recommend that you guys use is the Kelly character, because as you guys know, the Kelly character increases your moving and sprinting speed by 6%. Now another way that you guys can also use to increase your movement speed is by using the secret clue loader, because as you guys know, when we use the secret clue loader, there are so many buffs, and there's this one buff that you guys can use to increase your movement speed, which is called the speed boost buff. So if you don't want to use the Tatsuya character and if you want to use another active character, you can use that active character with the speed boost buff. Now guys, before I move on to two of the biggest problems that you guys might face when you're flanking, I want to talk to you guys about the giveaway. Now if you are from the North American server, I think you guys know that Free Fire brought back the M4A1 Infernal Draco Evo skin, as you guys can see here. So first of all, I'll give you guys a quick review of the M4A1, and afterwards I will tell you guys what I'm gonna be giving away. Alright, so first of all, as you guys can see here, this is what the M4A1 looks at level 1. We have this look over here, and here are the attributes: damage plus, rate of fire plus, and reload speed double minus. Now I don't really think that this reload speed double minus is going to be a problem for the M4A1, because it's an AR gun and we can just take cover when we are attacking from long range. Usually reload speed is going to be a lot useful for SMG guns, so I don't really think it's going to be a problem. And the other thing is that when we upgrade it to level 2, that reload speed double goes to just 1 reload speed minus, and we also get this really cool kill announcement as well. And now at level 3, we get this new look over here. At level 4, we get this cool hit effect, and it also gets these new attributes, as you guys can see here: damage double, rate of fire plus, and reload speed minus. Personally, I want to tell you guys that this is like one of my favorite Evo skins. The reason that I like this is because, as you guys know, the M4A1 already has great accuracy, and with this skin we get damage double, rate of fire plus, so it already has great accuracy, damage, fire rate. And the other thing is that, as you guys know, in the M4A1 we can use the chip upgrade system as well. So altogether the M4A1 is going to be a very powerful gun if we have this skin. So I highly recommend that you guys get this skin if you guys have diamonds. Now at level 5, when we upgrade this to level 5, we get this cool elimination effect, and afterwards we also get this firing effect as well. At level 6, we get this new look over here, and we also unlock another ability, which is that we can do extra damage to glue walls when we are firing at glue walls with this gun skin. And now when we upgrade it to level 7, we get this cool new look over here, and also we get a very cool exclusive emote, as you guys can see here. This is the emote that we get when we upgrade it to level 7. Now the giveaway is that I'm gonna be giving away the tokens to fully max this Evo skin to 10 lucky winners. So if you guys want to enter the giveaway, make sure to comment down your in-game UID and also comment down your thoughts on this M4A1 gun skin, and I'll personally select 10 lucky winners from the comment section of this video. So now let's move on to two of the biggest problems that you guys might face when you're flanking, and also how to deal with them. Now guys, the first problem that you guys might face when you're flanking is enemy flankers, or even enemies that are just hiding and just waiting for you to come over there. For example, in the catalyst around, some of the places that I have seen that players hide, for example, is this fence over here. Sometimes they stay over here in this fence. Another place that they stay is near this green color house over here, and the third place that I have seen them stay is near this fence. So when you're flanking, don't just blindly flank towards the enemy side. Make sure that you see whether there are enemies in that place. And here are some other things that I think can be very useful for you guys when you're flanking. The first one is to have a glue wall, because when you're flanking, if there's an enemy there, if you don't have anything to cover yourself, the enemy might be easily able to knock you down. So make sure that you at least have one glue wall when you're flanking. And another thing that can be very useful when you're flanking is a grenade. You can use the grenade to either chase away the enemies, or you guys can either use it to knock down or eliminate the enemies. So a grenade and a glue wall can be very useful when you guys are flanking. Another thing that can be useful when you're flanking is there's this vibration setting in Free Fire, where when you turn it on, if there's like an enemy coming towards you, if there's an enemy walking towards you, the phone will give this small vibration. So with that, you will be able to know whether there's an enemy coming towards you. Now I talked about this setting in my previous video, so if you're a new viewer or if you haven't watched that video, I will put that video in the end screen of this video. So make sure that you guys watch that video after watching this video if you guys are interested in that setting. But anyways guys, another very useful thing that I think can be very useful when you're flanking is to use a location detecting character. For example, if you use the clue character, you will be able to know if there are any enemies nearby. But the problem is, if you are using the Tatsuya character, you won't be able to use the clue character skill, because both of them are like active skills. Although there's this new mode in Free Fire, if you guys want to play that mode, you guys can use those two skills. But if you are just playing the normal CS mode, you can only use one active character, as you guys know. So a thing that you guys can do is you guys can use the Tatsuya character, and you guys can ask one of your teammates to use the clue character skill. Now when I'm talking about the clue character skill, let's move on to the second problem that you guys might face, which is location detecting character such as the clue character. If the enemy team has a location detecting character such as the clue character, they'll be able to know that there's this one person coming towards their side. So if they know that you're going towards the side, it might be a lot harder for you guys to do a surprise attack, and the enemy team might easily send their whole team towards you. So if the enemy team sends their whole team towards you, one thing that I recommend that you guys do is quickly fall back to your teammates, because I don't think it's a good idea to just stay over there and attack the whole team. So try to quickly move towards your teammates. And if you guys are using the Tatsuya character, you can quickly use the Tatsuya character's movement speed ability to quickly move towards your teammates. So I hope this video was useful for you guys to know how to flank in Free Fire. But if you guys want to know that vibration setting that I talked about in this video, and if you guys want to know 4 more settings with that, make sure to check out this video, and I'll see you guys later on with another video. And until then, take it easy fam. Peace.